हेलो एवरीवन, टुडे इज़ 19 मई। लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। हमारा फर्स्ट आर्टिकल है रशिया यूक्रेन स्टैंड ऑफ के बारे में। सो विल गो बैक टू द हिस्ट्री। रशिया नेक्स्ट द क्रीमिया इन 2014 एंड नाउ इट इज़ डूइंग द मिलिट्री बिल्डअप नियर द यूक्रेन। सो जो यूक्रेन का ईस्ट बॉर्डर है वहाँ पे रशिया हैज़ स्टार्टेड द मिलिट्री बिल्डअप. It has posted its tanks and artillery near the East Ukraine. Okay, so now what options the Ukraine is having? So the Ukraine PM and Ukraine president is going to the various organizations in the countries such as the NATO, USA, and Turkey. Okay, so we will discuss in this article that what is the reaction of the NATO, US, and Turkey. Okay, so before going further, we will talk about the NATO. As the name indicates, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. It was established in way back 1949, and it is having 29 members. So it is a very important organization nowadays, because it was in a news recently when we had the Quad. Okay, so Quad क्या है? Quad is a organization between the four countries known as the India, US, Japan, and Australia. Okay, so Quad is also known as the Asian NATO. Why? Because Quad, the foundation of Quad is also done on the basis to counter the China. Okay, Chinese influence in the South China Seas and its Belt Road Initiative. So that is why all these four countries have come together. So that in the same way, in 1949, 12 countries has come together to contain the emergence of the Soviet. Okay, so ये बेसिकली सोवियत के अगेंस्ट में नेटो का इस्टेब्लिशमेंट हुआ था इन 1949. तो क्योंकि जो सोवियत ने है वो सेंट्रल यूरोप का एरिया है उसके ऊपर कंट्रोल किया हुआ था आफ्टर द वर्ल्ड वॉर टू के बाद में वहाँ पे कंट्रोल किया हुआ था. एंड देर आफ्टर दीज नॉर्थ अटलांटिक ओशियन कंट्रीज, लाइक वी हैव द मेजर कंट्रीज लाइक USA, UK, Spain, Turkey. So these are the major country in the NATO. So they came together. So basically it was a military organization. They set up the military organization to contain the Russian or the Soviet at that time. Okay, so no country has joined the NATO has ever opted to leave it. किसी ने अभी तक इसको छोड़ा नहीं है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को. NATO countries do not owe the United. हाँ, जैसे कि डोनाल्ड ट्रंप ने बोला था कि वी आर गिविंग द फंड्स टू नेटो. ओके, सो दैट वाज ए रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट. NATO countries do not owe the US any money. Okay, now the Russian occupation of the Crimean Peninsula in 2014 prompted the NATO to cease cooperation with the Russia. So basically NATO का पर्पज ही यही था, to काउंटर दी रशिया. ओके, सो व्हेन 2014 में रशिया ने क्रीमिया को अनेक्स किया था या ऑक्यूपाई किया था, उस टाइम पे क्या हुआ था कि जब कोई भी कंट्री ऐसा काम करता है तो इट हैज़ टू फेस द रिपरकेशंस अलोंग द इंटरनेशनल बॉर्डर. ओके, सो मैनी कंट्रीज लाइक USA, NATO ऑल हैव कंडम दिस एक्ट ऑफ रशिया. और हुआ क्या था कि रशिया वाज ए मेंबर ऑफ G7 plus 1, G8. Okay, but he was thrown out because of this act, and again it was reverted back to G7. Now Russia is not a member of G8. Okay, okay, so this is the map of the region. Here we have the Mediterranean Sea, Black Sea, Turkey, and this area was the Crimea. This is Ukraine. We are discussing this area. These are the province of the Ukraine known as the Donetsk and Luhansk. So Russia has put its army around this area near the so this is the Black Sea we have. This is Crimea. So around this area Russia has put its forces, escalated the number of the forces along this eastern border of the Ukraine. Okay, so we must understand there it is this area of the global map is very important. Like we can see this is Pakistan, then Afghanistan, Iran. We have Iran is between the Caspian Sea and the Persian Gulf. We have the Saudi Arabia between the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf. Okay, this is Gulf of Oman, this is Gulf of Aden. Okay, So here is the Suez Canal, which was recently in the news, and this is Egypt. This whole area is occupied by the Egypt. We have the Jordan. Recently, we have the clashes between the Israel and Palestine. So this is the area of Israel. We have the Gaza Strip here. Okay, it is surrounded by the Jordan, Russia, and Lebanon. Okay, so this is Mediterranean Sea, and we have the North Sea here, UK, Scandinavian countries, Ukraine. Today we'll talk about Turkey, Ukraine, and of course Russia. Closer view, as you can see the Crimea, we have the Black Sea and Turkey between the Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea. So going back to the history, since 2014, when the Russia has annexed the Crimea was annexed by the Russia. Since then the tensions are at a higher side. Okay, तो उसके बाद में क्या हुआ था कि रसिया हैज स्टार्टेड बैकिंग द सेपरेटिस्ट ग्रुप इनटू द यूक्रेन इन दिस प्रोविंस लाइक द डोनेट्स्क एंड लुहांस्क प्रोविंस के अंदर द रसिया इज बैकिंग द सेपरेटिस्ट रिबल ग्रुप टू फाइट अगेंस्ट द यूक्रेन फोर्सेस. In addition to that, now recently Russian troops has been deployed near the Black Sea and the Crimea region. Okay, so that is why the Ukraine is under the fear to get annexed by the Russian forces in the same way they have annexed the Crimea in 2014. So what options Ukraine is having? He went to the NATO, he went to the USA, and he went to the Turkey. So all the three organizations are basically against the Russia. Okay, so NATO's General Secretary met with the Finance Minister of Ukraine, and he has assured that if anything goes wrong, he will take the responsibility and he will support the action of the Ukraine, because the action of the Russia are unjustified. Okay, because they are not in a good cause that putting all your forces on the eastern border of the Ukraine, so that to threat some countries. Okay, so USA is also, as the administration has changed and Joe Biden has taken over. Now the stand of USA is very clear. The USA is saying that they will stand behind the Ukraine for its independency and sovereignty and integrity. Okay, so now coming to the Turkey. So Erdogan of Turkey has made it very clear and assured the guarantee to the Ukraine that if anything will go wrong, or if there will be any attack by the Russia, he will stand by them and he will support in the physical or practical way. Okay, so all these countries have supported the Ukraine. Now why Russia is doing this? What is the goal of the Russia behind it? Why he is putting major means putting his army on the border? So it is not the annexation of the Ukraine. Okay, what Putin is doing now? Putin is known for his geopolitical advantageism. He keeps doing the things. He keeps showing that he is a powerful country. He is a head of a powerful nation. Okay, so he has annexed the Crimea. So he is well known for that. He has to face repercussions for the annexation of the Crimea. This was the reason why USA put the sanctions on the Russia. Okay, so till now sanctions are on the Russia. He has to face the sanction, and there was a very bad image of Russia at that time while he annexed the Crimea. Then comes the red line. So Punit is a very mature leader. He always led the Russia from the way back when he annexed the Crimea to till now. So he know the red line. What is the red line? Whether he has to cross this red line or not. Okay. So here the writer is saying that the aim of the Russia is doing an exercise like the muscle flexing. It is a powerful country, is flexing his muscles. He want to tell the countries that I am a powerful country and this is my dominated area. You don't have to come to my area. I have such kind of force. I have such kind of military. Okay. And when to give the explanation of this cause कि जब उनसे पूछा गया रशिया के डिफेंस मिनिस्टर से why are you doing this? Why are you putting all your tanks, your artillery on the border? Then they have explained that we are doing the 3 week exercises, 3 week exercise. Okay, 3 week military exercise we are doing on the eastern border of the Ukraine, just as if in case if we have to respond to the NATO forces. Okay, so this was the reply of the Russian defense minister. So we already know that they wanted to show that Russia is a powerful country and they have a stockholder in the Black Sea region, Crimea region, and of course the Ukraine region. Now, what can be the conclusion? So, these tensions are because of the miscommunications between the government, and they are not talking properly. They are not having the fair language. Okay. So हमें पता है कि दो पड़ोसी देश कभी दोस्त नहीं रह सकते. ओके, सो देर आर एरिया ऑफ एग्रीमेंट एंड डिसएग्रीमेंट्स. तो कुछ एरिया हैं जिनके ऊपर उनका डिसएग्रीमेंट्स है, लाइक द बॉर्डर इश्यूज. ओके, so what will be the way forward? What should we write into the conclusion? The both countries come to the constructive dialogues. We can take the example of India and Pak. Now both the countries have maintained the ceasefire. Okay, no country is they are talks alongside also. Okay, the top leader of both the countries, they should come together. They should do some talks. Okay, so that they can come to a common agreement. Thereafter, communication. The communication and the language, fair language, is to be adopted by both the countries. Like in case if there is any misconception, then they have come together, they have do the communication. Like हमने जैसे कि हम बोलते हैं कि बात करने से ही बात बनती है. ठीक है, तो जब तक अच्छा कम्युनिकेशन नहीं होगा, they will be not in a good position. Okay, here writer is giving the example of Minsk agreement. So Minsk agreement is what happened between the Russia and Ukraine in 2014 when he annexed the Crimea. There was tension between the Russia and Ukraine, but few mediators has come and they have solved these issues. So the writer is giving this example like the Minsk agreement. You can again come to some agreement and call off this standoff. Okay. So next article is pandemic ruler march. We have 2 articles today in the Hindu. One is the tracking the pandemic's ruler march, planning for future wave of the pandemic. So both articles are mostly same. We have discussed, we have read a lot about these articles in the newspaper. So we'll discuss. We'll just go through these articles. So right now India is facing the second wave of the COVID-19, and it has gone to the rural areas as compared to the urban areas. So like in the case of the first wave, we have it was only limited to the urban areas, cities only, and we have seen the lockdown last year, and because of the lockdown we have the migrant workers who has lost their job and they have started marching towards their home. तो जब उनके पास पैसे नहीं थे, when their job has lost, when they were in the city and the government has put the lockdown, so they have started routing to go to the urban area, to their home. Not because they are well equipped, they are good health infrastructure at their village. No, it was not the cause. What was the main reason is to hunger and starvation. To fight the hunger, to fight the starvation, they have went to their home. Okay, but in the second wave, which has affected the rural areas, and the infections are a very higher rate in the rural areas, now the writer is saying it is the rural people and the people of the village which are bearing the brunt of the second wave, because now they are at their home and they can nowhere there is nowhere where they can go. Okay, so this time they have lost their employments. They are major head of the families who have lost their life, and because of that the families are facing the problems of the economic crisis. Okay, so here writer is giving the example of few states like the UP, Bihar and West Bengal. We have seen the number of health professionals is very low in these states, and health infrastructure is also very low. Okay, and beside these low factors, we have seen a high infection rate in these states. So earlier the states were reporting that the mortality rate is very low, but recently we have the bodies floating in Ganges. जब तक गंगा में बॉडी फ्लोट करने लगी, अभी कोस्टल एरिया था जहाँ पे जो कोस्ट था वहाँ पे they have buried the bodies of the people who got died with the pandemic. Okay, so now it come into the open that it has spread to the rural area to a very extent. Okay, So here writer is talking about the neglected primary care. तो यहाँ पे एक मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर ने एक रिपोर्ट रिसेंटली रिलीज़ की है, रूरल हेल्थ स्टैटिस्टिक्स रिपोर्ट 2019 एंड 20। सो इस रिपोर्ट के द्वारा उन्होंने काफ़ी डाटा दिया है कि लाइक द PHC सेंटर इन रूरल एरिया. So here the writer is talking about the period between the 2000 and 2020. Okay, so there are 15 years. In these 15 years, either the number of the PHCs in the rural area are either reduced, or if they have increased, they are very marginal increase in the PHCs in the community health centers in the village area. Okay, so here this report is emphasizing on that how the state has neglected the primary care which should be provided to the villagers at this time of pandemic, or to prepare the health infrastructure in their states. And thereafter the writer is talking about that it was avoidable. Of course we know that the second wave was avoidable because काफ़ी एपिडेमोलॉजिस्ट ने हमें पहले से वार्न कर दिया था कि there is a highly chances of the second wave of the COVID-19. तो लेकिन बावजूद उसके इलेक्शन कमीशन ने इलेक्शन कंडक्ट कराए वेस्ट बंगाल में, एंड इट वाज द लॉन्गेस्ट पीरियड ऑफ द इलेक्शंस वेस्ट बंगाल में, और लॉन्गेस्ट पीरियड ऑफ द इलेक्शंस लेड टू द now fastest rise in the COVID cases, rise in the COVID cases. Okay, and we have seen that the PM is doing rallies without any mask and appreciating peoples to coming in the large amount into the rally. He has said that he has never seen such kind of rallies before. Okay, then we have the UP. इन दी उत्तर प्रदेश हमने क्या देखा था कि लोकल बॉडी इलेक्शंस हुए वहाँ पे, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस लोकल बॉडी इलेक्शंस मैनी और वी कैन से 100 ऑफ हेल्थ ऑफिशियल्स हैव बीन डाइड बिकॉज ऑफ द COVID-19 पैंडेमिक. ओके, उससे पहले हमने देखा कि महाकुंभ, द स्टेट हैज़ ऑर्गेनाइज द महाकुंभ मेला, और उसकी वजह से मिलियंस ऑफ डिवोटेड हैज़ केम टू द उत्तर प्रदेश एंड दे हैव टुक द डिप in the holy water, and thereafter they have spread the virus while going back. Okay, so in addition to that, writer also talk about the misgovernance by the state and center. He has said the both are responsible for the state for the pandemic or for the second wave, because the center and the state both has avoided the alert of the second wave. Now we have seen in the recent news that most of the time it has the judiciary who has to step in and to give the orders to the state that you have to follow this, you have to follow the lockdown. Like we take the example of the Allahabad High Court. Allahabad High Court given the order to the UP that you have to go under the lockdown, you have put the state under lockdown. But even after the High Court is giving the order to the state to go under the lockdown, the state is daring to go to the Supreme Court and justifying that we are not having the COVID cases, and the state has not to be go under the lockdown. So, and you have heard this news, if the people are concerning their voices, if they are raising their voices that we are having the oxygen cylinder deficiency, we are having the deficiency of the oxygen concentration, and we are not getting the vaccine at times, and it is the mistake of the state government. Now the UP government are threatening these peoples who are commenting against the government, and threatening them to take the legal action against those individuals. So you can see this kind of democracy we are having today. So instead of expanding the testing and tracing of the COVID-19 cases, what the state government has done, they have restricted the testing and shown the low reporting of the COVID cases till the time the bodies float in the Ganges. Okay, so what this pandemic and the second wave led to the aggravating distress, people have lost their jobs, they are under the economic crisis, they are not afford the food, there is no food security. And the people for the primary wage workers, means the main head or the main primary wage worker of the family has lost his life in the pandemic. And because he has lost his life, they are under because of the less health infrastructure into the village, they have sought help of the private health hospitals, or the private hospitals. They have gone to the private hospitals, and which has charged them heavily. Okay, high expenditure have been done on the health. So अभी उन्होंने how they have managed this, they have taken the loan from the villager money lenders. दे हैव टेकन द लोन फ्रॉम द मनी लैंडर्स से उन्होंने लोन ले दिया. अभी लोन लेने के बाद में दे आर नॉट एबल टू पे इट, दे आर अंडर द डेट ट्रैप. ओके, अब जो मनी लैंडर बोलेगा वो उनको करना पड़ेगा. दे हैव टू सेल देयर हाउसेज, दे हैव टू सेल देयर प्रॉपर्टीज. सो नाउ दे पीपल आर अंडर द chronic poverty. Okay, so what can be the way forward? It is very very simple. We are discussing every day that there should be battle ready public health workforce. ठीक है, people should be ready at the battle at the battle level. Okay, so we should hire the frontline workers. Government should hire the frontline workers. The vaccination is to be speed up. Okay, so in this the writer is giving the argument that we should have one ASHA worker for 1000 people, and we should have one ANM staff per 5000 people, and we should have 1000 beds in a hospital. Okay, hospital, or we should have 1000 beds ready. So these are required for what? For 30 to 50,000 of population. So this is the criteria the writer is suggesting. If we will having this kind of criteria, or such criteria, so we will be able to fight this pandemic in a better way. Okay, so today we'll talk about cyclone Tokte. कल इसके बारे में हमने अच्छे से डिस्कस किया था. We got to know about the World Meteorological Organization, इंडियन मेट्रोलॉजिकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कितने रीजन में ग्लोब को डिवाइड किया हुआ है. देयर आर 6 रीजन्स इन विच इंडिया कम्स इनटू द सेकंड रीजन. एंड देयर आफ्टर so in today's we'll just cut in short. Means the article is the writer is talking about the frequency. There's more number of the frequency in the Arabian Sea as well as the Bay of Bengal. क्यों है? Simple, because the temperature is increasing. क्यों increasing हो रहा है? Because there is pollution. Okay, pollution in the southeast area में ज़्यादा pollution हो रहा है because of the traffics, because of the ozone layer depletion, because of the climate change. The temperature is increasing, ice caps are depleting, and as the ice caps are depleting, the seawater is rising, temperature is rising of the seawater. As the temperature rises, there will become the low pressure area. If the low pressure area will be there, the winds will come to this side, and they will start converging in the center, and they will make a counterclockwise pattern, and it will be known as the cyclone, and low pressure will be in the center of it. So this is why the more frequent cyclones are there, because of the climate change. And what action should we take? So we should there should be early warning system. Means the IMD should be take prompt action to warn the peoples. Okay, the people should make the sturdy homes, or government should give some policies that they should have survey the area. They have to find out the land use type, and they have to give the guidance how to make the sturdy home to fight against such natural calamities. Okay, so there should be financial protection, like in the case of this any property, so it should be under the insurance in case if you in case there is any natural calamities like the flood, cyclone, etc. So you will be able to get the insurance after the effect. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you. Have a great day.